Good morning. Okay, I forgot to turn on my light. Here, there. Doesn't make much of a difference for you. It makes all the difference for me. I'm putting it on my, the portrait I'm trying to do. So it's a little portrait. It's just like a little 9x12 on oil paper, like a, what is it called? It's like for oil painting, but it's paper. And so it's got some kind of texture to it, and it also has a sizing on it. And the oil doesn't penetrate through and sort of spread. And yeah, so it's kind of like watercolor paper in its heaviness. Anyway, I've been working on this portrait of my mom when I was 6 weeks old, holding me as a baby, right? And my mom came over yesterday and she took a look at it, and she had never seen the photograph before. And so it became clear that this photograph was sent to my granny, because I had it in my granny's collection. And it was sent to my granny by my grandparents. We came to the conclusion that because the photograph was taken during a visit from my grandparents from the States, and they came up to Canada, and they came to see the baby, right? It makes sense. But I always thought that my father had taken the photograph. But it turns out that it was my grandfather, my mother's father, who took the photograph. And the reason I am excited about this is because when I paint, I fall into a wordless state of seeing, and I am able to attune to the emotions in the face of the person that I'm representing. So I have an image captured, and in that moment, the subject always has a feeling. There's an emotion happening, and it shows on our face, clear as day. We cannot hide our emotions at all. We think we can, but we cannot. And what happens, I think, most of the time is that our emotions fly so fast that people just don't see them. Or they see them, feel them, register them, but everything is so fast that we don't actually take note of them. Or we also generally don't value our emotions. So, especially if they're not like danger emotions, right? There's no need to pay attention to them in an evolutionary sort of sense. Anyway, look, the subject of my painting is a new mother with a 6-week-old baby who's holding her baby. So she's full of love. And the fact that my grandfather took the photograph, he's the photographer. That's the other thing. I always get a sense of the photographer who took the photo of the subject who is so full of love. You know, it must have been a very loving moment. We take photos of what we love generally, right? Spontaneous photos is we click, we grasp, we want to keep that, the good stuff, and it's all there in the photos. So when I'm painting a portrait from a photo, I connect with the person and how they were feeling in that moment in time. And I also connect with the photographer. And in a way, this portrait is a beautiful way, not only to reconnect with that motherly love that was beautifully present, but also with my grandfather's love, which was also present in that moment. It really was. So take a look. I mean, it's not finished. I was just painting like minutes ago, so it's wet and unfinished. But there we go. See the love? Oops. I just spilled a whole jar of pencils and pens. See the love? It's there to be seen. Okay. Love you too. Have a wonderful day.